The second type of assignment that you can create in Schoology is called a OneDrive assignment. Every teacher has a OneDrive account through Office 365. If you create a worksheet that in a normal classroom setting, you would print out that worksheet and you would hand it to every student. Maybe you want to go paperless. So create that worksheet in Microsoft Word, for example, and then create a digital copy for every one of your students by creating a OneDrive assignment in Schoology. And it would look like this. So I'm going to just call this OneDrive example. I'm going to come down here and assign as, and I'm going to click on OneDrive assignments. When I do this, it is going to go to my Microsoft OneDrive. If you've never signed in before, it might prompt you to sign in the first time. And I am going to select a worksheet that I want to make a copy of for each of my students. So this is an article. I'm just going to choose this because we're not really doing anything, and I'm going to click attach. I can see what the article is, and it tells me this will create a copy of your file for each student, and you can remove that. And then you have the same options that you had for creating a basic assignment, where you have your due date, your points, what category this is. Again, by default, it is going to sync to PowerSchool, our SIS. You'll notice that unlike the first assignment where we did for electronic submissions, there's no submissions enabled here because this is making a copy of that worksheet, of that file for every single student. And then we click Create. When your student logs into Schoology and it's time for them to complete this assignment, they will click here. And it's going to look different for your students, but they are going to be able to open up their copy of the assignment and type directly into that Word document. As your students are working, you can come over here to In Progress. This is my sandbox course. So there's no students here. I don't have active students since I'm not in the classroom anymore. But if I did, I would see In Progress, and I could click on any of the students in my class to see where they are at in the process of completing this assignment. So that's really nice. And then you can also see submissions. If you have multiple courses linked, you can see, you would have the option of which course you are looking at. So period 1 or period 2, all of that would be here for you. And on the student side, they are typing within the document, and eventually when they've finished, they can submit that to you. So OneDrive assignments are really great because you can create a template for a project, maybe in PowerPoint. Create the template of what you want on each slide and then assign that as a OneDrive assignment. Your students open up that PowerPoint, and then each student gets a copy, and so they personalize it for their own presentation and submit it to you. I see English teachers sometimes doing this with essays so that they can see where their students are at in the essay process without their students creating a document and then submitting it to them. They start the document and have it ready for their students. So OneDrive assignments are a really great way to assign work to your students using files that you have created on your computer already for them.